What is going on? Hey! You're on mute though. You're on mute. Unmute it.
Sorry, mate. I thought I'd give you a bit of tropical.
Look at this.
Bit of celebrating in the pool, and
I love it.
Nice Spurs win. Cheers, mate.
Look at that. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm in Ölüdeniz in Fethiye. I don't.
Nice.
You know Turkey. Yeah, mate.
Yes. Look
I'm
at
flying
that.
back to Istanbul tonight though. So the last couple of hours.
Nice,
So literally, I'm going to finish
nice.
talking to you, then jump in the shower, get changed, and head straight to the airport. Been here all week.
No worries, mate. Give us your thoughts on the game, bro.
Yeah, we came off like from the start. We should have been, as everybody said, we should have been like 4-5-0 up. As you probably know from the chat, I was fuming. You know, those early chances that we missed. You know, it just, you know, because we've had games like that before where we've had 3-4 brilliant chances, we miss them, and then, you know, that kind of old Spursy thing where you could end up losing that game, or, you know, exactly what happened. Somebody gets sent off and the game can change. But I'm really proud of the lads today. You know what? This was another test. This was a test of, you know, Ange and what he's doing with this team, which is, you know, the Spurs of old under probably Conte and Mourinho. We probably would have lost this game. But again, you know, Ange, the way he's got the team, you know, the confidence that he's got the team playing with, you know, there were times when obviously Luton did have 1 or 2 chances, but so did we. We had other chances after the sending off. And I mean, Bissouma, what an idiot. Initially, I thought I thought the yellow card seemed a bit harsh, but then on the replays, yeah, I mean, you know, it was so obvious that he gave a referee a choice to make, and he did. But really proud of them. You know, we got the 3 points. This is exactly what we needed. I think this was a good test as well. I mean, all right, rivals are going to say it's only Luton, and they did look poor, man. Like they really weren't. They're a blunt instrument. You know, they don't really have anyone. They didn't look that threatening. Yeah, of course they had 1 or 2 chances, but they didn't overall look like they threatened us really that much. And yeah, I mean, at halftime. Again, I was saying in the chat, I think he should take Richarlison off. I mean, look, I feel for the guy with his all, you know, mental health stuff and everything. But in that case, he shouldn't be playing. You know, like give him. Oh, maybe he should be playing. Some people will say, well, he should be playing, and you know, this will help him get over it, hopefully. But I think, you know, just give the guy a chance. But I feel like when he's playing, most of the game we're playing like with 10 men anyway. So I'd much rather that, you know, maybe he giving a bit of time off, like, or he comes on as an impact substitute like he did against Sheffield United. We saw what he did there. You know, he scored a goal, he set up a goal, you know, but I don't think right now I don't think he deserves a start with his overall performances. I don't think that guy deserves a start at the moment. Somebody else should be getting an opportunity.
Yep, and listen, I hear you there, and I think a lot of the panel will agree with you on that, my friend. Dan's here with us. Top of the league, young man. Talk to me. You're on mute, brother.
Nah, bro, I'm gassed. Still undefeated. The only team in English football that's still undefeated in all comps. I'm generally just gassed that how we're playing so well. A lot of people are gonna say that this game we played poor, but people were saying when Liverpool lost us that they have to give credit to Liverpool because they played with 9 men. Give credit to us. We won a game with 10 men. But nobody's ever gonna give credit to us because we're Tottenham. I could still see rivals making up excuses why not to give credit to us. And I understand it. A Bissouma red card, I will say it was a red card. But no, I'm gassed for the season. I'm excited for the season. And for me, the title race starts now.
Well, you're not undefeated in all comps. You're undefeated in the Prem.
That wasn't a loss. That was a draw. We lost on pens.
Oh, you don't consider that a loss? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I wanted to ask you about James Maddison. Another performance from him where he just run the show today from an attacking point of view.
No, man, generally, the fact we only signed him for 20 million. Well, it was actually less because it was 20 million on a swap deal with for Harry Winks. Like, honestly, that is a robbery, like daylight robbery. No wonder Paratici got arrested, man. That's criminal. That is honestly criminal. I don't know how Leicester made the mistake to sell him for that little. But nah, he's showing levels for us. And he's that type of player, like when big clubs sign players from like smaller clubs, Usually they come in and they struggle in the first few seasons. We even saw that with Bissouma when we signed him from Brighton. But Maddison has that type of like, I don't want to say arrogance, but like he has that confidence in him, in his abilities, that he came in unfazed, and he's just he plays like he's been at the club for 10 years. Honestly, like he brings a different thing to the team, and this level of creativity we haven't had since James Maddison. So I mean, since Christian Eriksen. So honestly, the fact that we signed him, I'm just like lost. How have we only signed him for 20 million? Honestly, the signing of the summer, right there. Well, maybe probably behind Jude Bellingham, but other than Jude Bellingham, the signing of the summer for me, honestly, unreal business.
I hear you on that. Alan, do you share the same sentiments here in terms of being top of the league? Are you starting to believe more and more, get more and more excited about what this Tottenham team could achieve?
I'm excited by the type of football we're playing. Let's be honest. In another day, by 30 minutes up, we're 5-0 up and we can rest people at half time. That's what it was like. But we need to buy a better class player than Richarlison. I just love to see Arsenal fans crying in the comments, oh, Spurs this, Spurs that, Spurs are in the title challenge. That's not coming out of any Spurs fan's mouth that I can see. It's all coming from rivals, and then you're crying because we're top of the league. Deal with it. It's actually embarrassing from you guys in the comments. Bissouma's an absolute clown. When you go 1-0, when you're 0-0 and you've got a yellow card for that, to go and dive like that, right to get sent off, his own make and all that, now we've got to make do without him. Maddison was class. Controlling it. I thought, apart from a couple of heavy touches and getting a bit carried away, I thought Sarr was absolutely incredible today, learning on the job as he goes, and he's obviously developing. Van de Ven and Romero, especially Van de Ven, absolutely class.
Unreal.
This is the thing I don't like with rival fans is Spurs can play, and Spurs did play for that first half until Bissouma got sent off. But what we got told is, Spurs haven't got this, Spurs haven't got that. Spurs aren't strong at the back, the weak defence. We haven't got the mentality, this and the other. As soon as it goes to that, we deal, we cope, we show we can defend. Like you said, Ange managed that game perfectly. We were attacking, we're playing the way we wanted to, causing all sorts of problems. And then what he did is when he realised there was a problem, he adapted the way he dealt with the game, put 5 at the back, and then we pretty much stopped the full-backs like having all the width. So Ange can adapt in a game as well as Spurs players can adapt into attacking and defending. Now, we're only games in. Anyone even considering saying Spurs are in the title race? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, no one expects us to be here. Kane left. We got told, you're going to be relegation, bottom half of the table. And at the moment, after 8 games, we're top. Will that change tomorrow? Probably, with Man City going and beat Arsenal. But at the end of the day, Spurs are doing better than you all gave us credit for. And it's just coming across as so salty from rival fans. And I'm here to bask in all its glory and just to laugh it more. Especially Don Hussam, who unfortunately Luton didn't come through for you, my friend. You can go next time for Palace or Fulham, whoever's next, see if you can get a win back for Liverpool from last week. But I'm just loving the rival fans absolutely in the mud, crying, complaining all week long. And even after this game and all that, Spurs are 1 year into a process under Ange, and it started well. We will have problem times where we don't get results, suspensions, dealing with injuries and all that, and it will adapt. We'll have to adapt and we'll have to learn as we go. But as long as we're top, as long as we're playing good football, and as long as Ange is showing faith in the team and this young team is progressing, I'm all here for it. It's good to see a manager that wants to let players play the way they want to, rather than have them sit back and shackled and not being able to express themselves. I'm here for it all the time. Top, we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season. We'll take every game as it comes, but for the rivals and the fans crying even more, continue. I don't care.
But Alan, I've got a question, Alan.
Yeah.
Why are we not in a title race? Generally.
No, Dan, it's 8 games in.
I understand our depth. I understand our depth is poor, especially at centre back. But generally,
Cardinal sin. Let me explain why. Because when you go back to Man United, the 21 and 21 hype, Terry wasn't part of that because Terry was actually saying, no, I want to see how we are when we get to January, February time and all that. That's where fans of big teams who have been there, done it, bought T-shirt, they wait until the second half of the season. How are you doing in February, March? Dan, I love your enthusiasm, mate. We're in October. League titles aren't won in October. Calm. See how this team does, and we'll get there. We'll get there and see where we are at the end of the season.
Do you know what I'd say? Yeah. Do you know what I'll say to you, Dan? Do you know? I understand what you want to do. I understand. I see it on your face. You're a young man. It was only 6 months ago on here. People were telling you to stop supporting Tottenham and pick another team. You're still young enough to do it. You want to big up your club. You want to rep it. I know. Yeah, but they were saying this to you, right? And I get you want to shout from the rooftops, we are great right now. Don't bring what the best thing you can do is let everybody keep saying you're going to fall away, you're going to achieve nothing, you're still a trash team, because just accept it. Just take all of that on the chin and don't react, because that will apply zero pressure to your team. If everybody starts talking about title races and how good you could do, that may upset the apple cart somewhat. If I was you, I'd stay the dark horses. I would stay going under the radar. I know you want praise, that will come later. If you start bigging it up now and it starts, do you understand where I'm coming from? Because
I get where you're coming from.
The only thing I disagree with Alan is that he said you're a year into this rebuild. You're not. You're 8 games into this rebuild. You're not even a year in. Now, don't do sell yourself short. You're not that far in. I wouldn't apply any unnecessary pressure to your club and team right now, young Daniel. So that's all I would say.
Terry, the thing is, I want pressure on my squad because pressure makes diamonds. Like, the big clubs are made off of pressure.
Not right now. Not right now. Listen, you don't need it. Trust me. I'm telling you, you don't need it right now.
Okay, but Terry, then how far into the season? How far is too far?
I would say to you now, genuinely, second half of the season easily, or depending on what kind of lead you've got. Say you've got a 10-point lead after 20 games, yes. But I'd say wait until game week 28, 29, 30, and then start looking at it. I would apply no pressure. I'm a Man United fan, and we've obviously a much bigger history. Sometimes we're on a good run, and people start talking nonsense. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Keep your mouth shut. Because, again, there's also the pesky little football gods that love to get involved. Reese is here with us. What are you saying, Reese?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I can, finally breathe after that game. I think it was a tough watch that second half. Look, I think the changes that Ange done, I think they could have done a bit earlier as well. I mean, he left it 20 minutes after half time for Skip to come on, Royale to come on, and I was just getting too nervous. And Kulusevski, by the way, today was unbelievable. And just to follow up on what Dan said as well, I just think just enjoy the ride. We've had so much bad times, Nuno, Mourinho, Conte. Just enjoy it. Why are we getting ahead of ourselves? Trying to say league shouts and FA Cup shouts, just enjoy the ride, really.
The thing is with football though is that you don't watch football to just enjoy the ride. You watch football to enjoy the end destination. And I get that. The end destination.
No, I do get that, and obviously we all want the same outcome at the end of the season, don't we? To win stuff, we all want that. But if we're not taking every game by game and just enjoying it and looking forward to our team play. Like Arsenal, Liverpool, we were looking forward to these games because under Mourinho, Conte, we weren't looking forward to these games. We knew we was going to, sit back and watch terrible football. So what I'm saying is just look forward to it.
And also, as
I understand, go on,
Dan, it's like the great thing is what Terry was saying. At the end of the day, everyone had doubts about Ange, including a lot of our supporters, including myself, actually, because I wanted Pochettino back. And I was so unsure about, Ange and the way he would get the team playing. And, I would have been happy for us to be at this point of the season, I would have been happy with us playing really good football and 5th or 6th and, maybe having won half of the games that we've won and drawn a couple. But could you imagine, so far right now, if somebody said to you at the start of the season, you're going to beat Liverpool, you're going to beat United, and you're going to go to Arsenal, to their ground, to the Emirates, and get, a lot of people argue we could have won that game, including us. We should have won that game.
Yeah.
So imagine how far ahead we are in this, and we're only, like Terry was saying, we're only a couple of months into this rebuild. And already we're getting the type of results that people like Arteta was only managed to get after sort of 3 years of rebuilding, So who knows with it? I mean, right now, imagine if, God forbid, I really hope I'm just praying to the football gods. God forbid if something happens, whether it's a suspension or an injury to Romero or Van de Ven. We've got Dyer sitting on the bench.
That's my biggest worry.
That's the problem. So we obviously need somebody somebody who's a scorer, because Richarlison ain't it, as we were saying, and we definitely need a goal scorer and at least one defender, maybe 2 even. Sanchez is gone, and we still got Dyer there. So we still and with the injuries that we've just had, obviously we seem to be getting a new player injured every single week. yeah, we just got to calm down. We got to enjoy this time. Let's enjoy it. Let rival fans make fun of us. Let rival fans say, yeah, the train's gonna derail at some point. Yeah, probably at some point we're gonna lose some games. We're gonna have some poor performances. But yeah, I mean, I thought this could have been a trip up game, and it's so far. We are so far ahead of even what I expected. I'm just really happy. I'm relaxed, and I just want to see how far Ange can take this team. What a fantastic man.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I've got some super chats to do here. Plus, you being in that pool is frying me, brother. I'm telling you.